You are an artist, a creator. Deep inside your being beats the heart of the truly gifted and original spirit. You, artist. You were born for one reason, to create art. Your purpose is, was, and always will be art. You are an artist. Remember the joy that creating art gave you. Remember the passion born from fulfilling your purpose. Remember the fuck you attitude that you developed because you knew you would take on the world with your art. But you had to give it all away though. You had to give it all away and get a job. You had to give up your art and fit into society. You had to become just like everybody else, a pleb. You hopped the treadmill to become a model of society, an employee. You had to. You know why? There's no money in art. Artists are poor and downtrodden. Artists suffer for their art. You're not allowed to be successful because artists have to remain true to their idealism. Idealism doesn't create success. Artists aren't supposed to be materialistic. Artists aren't allowed to dream of wealth from their art. Artists don't become commercially successful. In the history of artists being artists, you know that they have always been poor and downtrodden. They were broke and you were broke. Both of you suffering for your art. You know, it doesn't have to be like this. You are an artist. I know you, artist. I know that what you have been fed as truth is wrong. I know that your creative ability is the one thing holding you back from creating the business that feeds you. I know that you only want to create, and I know that you can create and live well. Live well and only do the thing that you were born to do. Create art. Now here's the thing. What if the notion that artists have to suffer and to live on the poverty line was wrong? What if it was just another baseless platitude passed from one artist generation to another? What if the poor saps before you just believed the bullshit that they couldn't be commercial success and have their idealistic virtue at the same time? Does that mean you have to? Does it? It's a belief system after all, a belief system that is passed as a baton to generation after generation of meek and mild artists who shouldn't and couldn't know any better. I mean, after all, they're only artists and they only know one thing, their art. But what if there was a way to create a business, your very own business that was artistry in itself? A business that is complementary to your ideals and your creativity. Its business is art. Business is artistry. What's that I hear you say? Business and art don't mix. They are diametrically opposed. I mean, why the fuck should you know anything about turning your art into a business? I mean, it shouldn't interest you, should it? It's all a numbers game and spreadsheets, suits and ties and all that rubbish, isn't it? Bullshit. There is a solution. There is a way that, with some effort, you can create the business that sells your brilliance, your original art. All it takes is the transfers of your beautiful creativity into business as art. Hey, artists, you can have it all. You can conquer the unconquerable, traverse the untraversable. Artist, you will have it all because we, together, are building a force of artists with strength and guile, the likes that has never been seen before in the history of art. A new force of artists living well from their art. Artists willing to leave the drudgery of a 9-to-5 existence where their brilliant light of creativity has been quelled. These warriors of a new age are taking up enlightened business processes, moulding them and creating turnkey organisations that provide them with the opportunity to fulfill their destiny, all from the comfort of their living rooms. Business as art.